Hi everybody, how's everybody doing today? Welcome to Stampin' Sunday. So I'll give it a few minutes to see who gets on. Thank you again for tuning in. Hope you had a great weekend. It was a nice weekend anyway. A little chilly in the morning, but beautiful during the day. So let's hope that lasts. Hi Rhonda, happy birthday! So anyway, today what I'm going to be playing with is, well, before I do that, let's go over a couple of things. So just to remind everybody, today is the end of the month, and my hostess code, which I'll show you, ends tonight, and then I'll have a new one tomorrow. Tomorrow at hi Winann, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. let me grab it. I will be announcing the winner. So I'm going to hop on here. Hi, Ginny. I'm going to hop on here around 7 p.m. tomorrow night to pick the name of the person that wins this bundle. Okay, anybody that ordered from me this month, whether it was at a class or online, I thank you for your orders. One lucky winner is going to do that, get this, and I am going to do that live tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Hopefully, if nothing comes up. But, so tune in for that. Okay, couple of other things I just wanted to tell you is if you want to join my team, it's Stampersdelight.com, and you can go to the webpage to join my team. A couple of things people ask me, well, why do you do this? I love this. I meet people like you. It's just a great way to, for me, it's a stress reliever sometimes. Honestly, I can come down here and I can just stamp and get away from it all. So I love it. I've been doing it for 17 years. Regardless of whether you want to own your own business or you want to, thank you, Cheryl. Whether you want to own your own business or you just want to do it as a hobby and get the discount, the possibilities are endless. You owe it to yourself to try it if you're thinking about it. One way to look at it is for $99, you get $125 of product, which you pick out, not like the old days where they picked it out for you. You get to pick out $125 worth of product for $99 plus your business supplies, and it's free shipping. So, if you're thinking about it and you have any questions, just give me a holler and I can answer all the questions. For my team, something I'm starting in October, because I am in New York, but I do have downlines all over the United States, okay? Down as far down as Florida and as far over as California. And I support my team. They know they can email me anytime. Even if I'm working, I can always text. I can always answer questions for them. And I'm going to start doing Facebook Live meetings. And when I say meetings, I hate the word meeting because it sounds boring sometimes. But team building, team get-togethers on Facebook, so that all my demonstrators can have a part of the camaraderie, rather than I do meetings here or team get-togethers here, but not everybody can come. So by doing it on Facebook Live, it's a broader. I get a broader, the girls broader, you know what I mean. Everybody can come on. If you're not on Facebook, that's a problem. Well, you wouldn't be seeing me right now. But it's not a problem because I will give them everything they need. So again, not going to spend a lot of time on it. If it's something you're thinking about doing and you don't have a demonstrator and you'd like to join, just contact me. Okay, so enough talk like that. So today what I'm playing with is the Making Christmas Bright, which is a cute set, and it's got it's over here somewhere. You know me, I can never, it's right in front of me. That's why I can't find it. It was right in front of me. It's got the matching punch, all right? And by buying the bundle, you save 10%, so you already saved money just by buying the bundle, all right? And thank you for sharing, everybody. The other thing I want to tell you, when you buy this bundle, you are definitely going to want to order this too, okay? This is Making Every Day Bright. And if you look real close, there's a bunch of little ones in there. There's pine cone, there's one for Easter, there's a spider, a feather, and you can see it, okay? So these are in the catalog on page 7, the holiday catalog on 7, and I think it's, let me just flip it. I got it right here. Yeah, I have it right here, but my fingers aren't working. 47. So again, when you buy that bundle, you're going to want the second piece, and you'll see why tonight. Okay, so I had a lot of fun playing with this. Matter of fact, I kind of not overdid it, because you can never overdo it on stamping, but I kind of got a little carried away. Anyway, so let me flip the camera and see what we got, okay? Okay, like I said, this is the last day for this hostess code. Okay, so this is the September hostess code, and tomorrow that will change, and when I hop on to pull the winner of the bundle, I'll have a new hostess code, okay? All right, so we'll move this out of the way. And you can see I've been playing with those the punch right here. And this is a great way to use up your scraps too, by the way. You had a lot of little scraps, and I went in my little scrap bin, and that's what I used for all these things. Okay, so are you ready to see some things I worked out with it? Okay, so one of the cards is this. Now, this is a long stamp. I think I put it away. I had it on the table here, and then I put it away, but let me just bring it back in so I can show you the set. Okay, so that's this light piece right here. And I just stamped that around there. I stamped this piece here. I mean, I think you can see that. And then I used the one of our punches. I think it was the 2.5 punch. And, you know, with some designer series paper, which is the Merriam Bright, also the All is Bright designer series paper. And then I just stamped the inside, and I colored these kind of cute. So that's one of them. I'm trying to do these in semi-order here. Well, let's see. Let me show you this one. So this one, I put the ribbon behind it. You can see that. It's the same designer series paper. I cut this a little smaller. And I just used, I used the gray granites. I didn't want black. And then I used the Wink of Stella on these guys. And then I just did the Merriam Bright. And those are popped up with the punch. These are stamped with this plain one and in colors. And then I used the Merriam Bright and punched it out, and I used the glimmer paper to make the edges, the little sockets. And then I put one inside. So that was another cute little card. Okay. Then I got a little more creative. Well, I don't want to say a little more creative. I decided to use the punch in a different way and make a little reindeer. So again, it's the punch, and then I just used our sprig punch to make the antlers. I know reindeer doesn't have green antlers, but Christmas time, anything goes. And then this right here, I decided to use, I wanted a bigger nose, so I used our glitter dots. It's not really red, but you can't really tell. I thought that was cute. And don't forget, we do have designer series paper for the holidays in the annual catalog, along with this red ribbon. So that's how I made my little Rudolph. And then I didn't put anything in here except for the saying. Usually I like to put a little stamp there. But I thought he was cute. Then I decided to get a little glitzy. And I did it with the copper. Now this is from the other designer series paper, and you notice I said other because I forgot the name of it. Okay, Joyous Noel. And I like this idea because it's got the reindeer, and so did this one. Had the little deer in back of it. But this one I wanted to add a little glitter to it. So I used the copper, our copper foil, and I used the shimmer paper. And then, of course, Rudolph is in the copper foil paper too. And this glimmer paper is the new one in the holiday catalog. And this one I did use a rhinestone for his nose. Okay. And then again, I like the saying. I think the saying is so cute because friends do make the season shine. Then I got, and I'm holding off on the one where I'm going to actually show you, but then I played around with, let me grab these. So those, the samples I showed you were from this set. Then I incorporated this set. So a couple of the ones I did here was I used these two right here. Okay, if you can see those are the pine cones and our corrugated embossing folder. And then from the Pleasant Pheasants, I used the sayings. And I made a Thanksgiving card. And then these are our little metallic pearls. Now I don't know if anybody else realized this, but this ribbon right here, or the linen ribbon, I had it down like this. And then I realized with my nail, I could just grab it and make it curl. I just heard my husband come home and I didn't put my do not disturb sign, so hopefully he knows. Anyway, so if you wanted to, you could probably use a bone folder, would do it too, but it's got to be something real. Yeah, it works. But you can curl that ribbon. And I found out by, not mistake, but I was doing something and I grabbed it with my fingernail and it curled. So that's pretty cool. So there's a nice Thanksgiving card. That's why I said when you buy this set, you're going to want to buy this set, because they really do go together. Now remember, anything in the holiday catalog ends January 2nd, I believe. Let's just take a look and see if I'm right. Should be on here. Yeah, January 2nd. Yep, I am. And we don't know yet what's going to be carried over, so you want to definitely grab those while you can. So I thought that was a cute Thanksgiving card using that other one. Then, who doesn't like little penguins? I did a little 3x3, or 4x4. And I'll tell you how I did this one. This is the stitch framelits. I cut out 2 of them. And then the second one I just ripped. Okay, and made it jagged so it looked like snowbanks. And then I stamped 2 of them on there, and then I put the snowbank, and then with our dimensionals, I popped the third one up. So I think you can see that it's 3-dimensional. So that's a cute, and this would make a regular card. You can make a regular card too. But I wanted to do, sometimes I like doing the 4x4s. And I thought that was a cute one. So again, you just punch out 2, or from the framelits, you do 2 of these and rip one in half. Make yourself little snowbanks. And again, I use the same saying because I just love, I think it's because the word shines in it. Then with my scraps, I always like to make some tags. So let me show you what I made for the tags. This is just a cute little tag using that sunburst, the sunburst and scallop punches. I could add a little Wink of Stella to him. He's a cute little one. And the to and from, I put it over here. The to and from is from the Cookie Cutter Christmas. I like that one. So that's one tag. Then I used our tag topper there. Made another little cute tag. Oh, okay, Karen. Karen is in Australia, and she's telling me it's already October 1st. Well, happy October to you. So that was another tag. And then this is really a cute one I like. I used the scalloped, the layering ovals. And I did the same thing, cut 2 of them so I could make some snow there. And this is the embossing paste, the same snow that I used on the other one. So this is another cute little tag. I just love him. He's so cute. Don't think just Christmas either for penguins. I mean, you could use these for birthdays, winter birthdays. Then I went and used the bunny and the little eggs and the little flower. And from here, let me just bring this in again. That scallop, when you cut that scallop out, you have a negative piece. And I made a little Easter shaker card. I know it's not even Christmas and I'm talking about Easter. But look at that. And that goes well with our designer series paper in our catalog, the annual catalog. So if you could see that, little shaker card. And that green grass, the hill, that's from the I don't have it over here. I forgot what, the one I did last week where it had that piece that could make snow. I'm sorry. So I made a little shaker card with my leftover piece for Easter. So again, that's why you want to get both sets. When you buy one, you got to buy both. Okay, so let me bring this one back in because we're going to be stamping that. But I want to show you. Now, I know there's a lot of folds out there, and this one I did. I'm sure it's been done before, maybe, maybe not. But I will give you the dimensions because I didn't find this anywhere. I just decided to play around with it, and I came up with this idea. Now, this folds out. This folds up. So there's a window sheet in there. And this is that piece. This had to be fussy cutted. I stamped it and then cut it out. But isn't that great? You see the saying right in front of the card. And you just flip that up and flip that up. I could have put this designer series paper down here too, but I thought I didn't want to overload it with it. And then I put some rhinestones on there. Came out pretty cute. So I'll put that one over here too. And then let me show it to you in, this is a little bit different. The one I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to do like this, but in a different color. I like to change it up a little bit. So again, it's the same card, and I'll give you all the dimensions. And see the saying down there gets hidden by that flap. And there's my little Christmas lights. So it's the same kind of card. It's just, again, a little bit different because I'm never sure which one I'm going to like. Okay, so those are the ones I'm going to be stamping tonight. So let's start with this one, okay? So again, that's why I have so many pieces out here. I was playing with it. So for this card, and I'm using different colors, okay? I'm going to give you the sizes. This is one sheet of cardstock cut down vertical, okay? So you would have two of these, but I already cut mine. So you can get two cards, but you're going to cut it long ways. Put that over here. Now the sizes that I came up with, okay, it's 9 1/4 long, 4 1/4 by 9 1/4. Yeah, Jenny, I did the fussy cut on that. And then what I did was I scored it at 2 inches. And because I was playing around with this and I really didn't have any dimensions, I flipped it over and did it again on 2 inches. Does that make sense? So if I was looking at it this way, I could tell you to score it at 2 inches and 7 1/4. But because I didn't know that at the time, I just did 2 inches and then flipped it and did another 2 inches. And when you fold that, it starts out like this. So you have this to start with. Now the next piece, which these are always hard to see for me when I get it on the table, is your window sheet. So your window sheet is going to be 4 by 5. So this piece is 4 by 5, and so is the inside piece. Again, so the inside, the window sheet is right here. And this sheet is the same size. You want it a little bit smaller because you want to be able to fold it. Okay. And then the 3 pieces, and where are they? Here they are. The 3 pieces of designer series paper, which again is from that All is Bright designer series paper on page 6. Those are just 2, let me just see. I think I cut it down a little bit. It's 1 3/4 by 4. Okay, so these are 1 3/4 by 4. And I did 3 of them. You can do 4 if you want. Okay. So, the first thing I'm going to show you is the easy. It's all easy. It's all easy. I just snailed this down. See, I wanted to use the Call Me Clover this time because I think that's a great Christmas color. I was sad to see Emerald Envy go, but I was happy to see Call Me Clover because I'm a big St. Patrick's Day card maker too. And this color goes great for Christmas and for St. Patrick's Day. So you just put those 2 flaps there. Of course, you could also flap it, do it. Ooh, that's it. I just thought of something. Okay, you could also do it this way and have it open that way. Okay, so that's that piece. Now, the window sheet, And this is why I did a piece of designer series paper here, because the flap, I'm just going to snail that in there. You're just going to put that right there. Bring it down, and it opens up. But you see, I can see the snail, and that's, I'm not perfect in stamping, but that was a little pet peeve with me. So that's why I had the third piece to hide my snail. And there's the front of the card. Not hard at all. Now, I'm going to flap that in that way. Now, for the stamping. Okay. So again, this is a great way to use up scraps. I have a piece right here. So I have the Merry and Bright. I'm going to bring those in. And I'm going to use my shaded spruce. Actually, I'm going to grab the Call Me Clover because that's the one I'm playing with. So let's grab Call Me Clover instead. This card was done with the shaded spruce. All right. So for these, I'm going to flip that open. I'm going to get the Merry. Ink that up. There's my Merry. Put that over there to wash. I'll leave that open for a minute. And the and I wanted in the pineapple punch because it's a little bit brighter. There we go. And it sticks out a little bit more. Put that one over there. I'm trying to put them away from my hands. And then, of course, the real red. So we got the Merry and Bright. Now, the thing I really like about this punch is if you have a smaller piece, you don't have to waste a lot. So I'm just going to bring that in. Excuse me, I have to cough. Sorry about that. And I'm just going to pop those out. Now you'll see I have a little bit of white there, which is good because I don't need this piece. That's going to be for the electrical part. But this little piece right here helps you adhere that to your electrical piece. So, and I'm just doing this so you can see what I'm doing. Actually, I do punch this way all the time. Keep your comments coming because I will answer them once I'm done stamping or later tonight. So that's what it looks like. Excuse me. So now I got these three little pieces. Now, here's a cute little idea. I wanted to get, this was gold foil, but now I'm going to use glimmer paper. And the reason I'm using the glimmer paper is, again, use your scraps up. I have this strip from something else, and I don't have to use a whole piece in order to get those little outlets. So there's one outlet. There's the second one. Like I said, great way to use up your scraps. And there's that one. So I got my little, this tool is so good. That's not the one I want. Take your pick tool, works great for that. So I got my three right there. And he just doesn't want to, oh, that's because he's white. Where's the other one? Oh, he's over here. Get over there. Okay. So there I have my Merry and Bright. So what I did was, I took, you can use Tombow or you can use the detailed glue. Either one will work. I just put a little glue right on here. I know I got my hands in the way. Just needed to get my glue out. That's what I was saying. That little piece on the top is great because it gives you a little edge to use. I'm just gonna put a little more. I usually use the detailed glue for things like this, but I wanted to start using my Tombow more because I know a lot of people like the Tombow. Okay. Just going to pick that up, put it right on there, get it straight, let it dry for a couple of seconds. Put this one on there. Now, before the take your pick tool, I don't know about you stampers, but I Always had a problem. And it wasn't just because of my nails, because when I didn't have nails, I still had a problem. So there's my 3 little Mary and Bright. There's my little guys. Okay. Now, one of the things, you can make this 3-dimensional. And if you do, what I usually suggest is anything when you flip it over, look at these things. They're all over the place. When you flip it over where those two meet, that's where I would put the dimensional because it helps keep them together. And I think we will make these dimensional, 3-dimensional. This one is not. But like I said, when I do it live, I like to change it up a little bit. So this is what I mean. I would put a dimensional right there. Flip that over. And it keeps the 2 pieces together. Just a little thing, little tip from me. Okay, I'm going to put that right there. And these are the mini ones. Okay, so then I'm going to flick these off. That's the and. I don't want that one yet. I want the Mary. There's the Mary. Let's get him off. And again, I always bring my paper or what I'm working on down to the edge of my grid paper so it's straight, because I usually stand up when I stamp. And I'm going to put that right here. And then I want the and. Put the little guy right there. And just take the Bright. And there's the front of my card. Now for the inside, when you bring the inside piece in, what I did was I put it in there and then I closed it. Now, the other one that I have, of course, has the saying on it. This one's not a saying, but I thought it looked kind of, I don't want to say blah. And this is what I mean. See, this one you could see the saying, which was great. But if I put the saying there, you're not going to see it. So what I did instead was I took the little stars, and let's see, what color do I want to use in this? I think I'll use the yellow. And right where those are, just so that they don't, I don't know. Well, you know what? Let me snail it down first. If I make a mistake, I'll just have to get another piece of cardstock. Okay, so I'm just going to put this down first. Okay, so again, when I close it up, I wanted something underneath there. So I took the pineapple punch, and I love this color because we needed a bright yellow. I'm just going to stamp that there. Can't see it, so we'll put another one. Did it up a little bit too high, which actually, mistakes are good. There's no mistakes because I like that. So you see the little stars there. And now I have 3 rows instead of just the 1 like I had in this one. And then my saying will be under here. And it's the Friends saying. And that I'm going to do in red. I could do it in the Call Me Clover, but I want it to stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to put that down here. And there's my card. Isn't that great? It's just a different kind of card. I thought it was cute. And here's the other one. I kind of like the glimmer paper. I like foil, but I like anything that's shimmery. So I thought that was a cute little fold, something different for Christmas, for the holidays. And think about, you know, again, with the second, the other stamp set, the Making Everyday Bright, you could do Easter, you could do birthdays, you could do any of it. So that was that one. Now, this one that I used, or I did, again, I'm going to show you how I did that one. As soon as I grab my paper here, my nails aren't working. All right, let's So I already cut this. Now this is just a regular half sheet of cardstock like we normally do, okay? And I'm just gonna come in, use the bone folder. So I got that. Grab my piece of white that I already have. Oop, this piece. Okay, so that's a regular piece of cardstock. And then I'm gonna layer it with, again, it's the, see the little stockings, they're cute. But I want the stars. So this is regular cardstock, and this one is 4 by 5 1/4. 4 by 5 1/4 I use a lot. 4 by 5 I use a lot for the inside. So that would go right there. And then for the smaller piece, I wanted more of an edge. So for that piece, I did it at 3 1/4 by 5. Okay, so it has a little bit more of an edge. So I'm gonna go ahead first and snail this down. And these are just cute, quick, easy cards for the holidays. Now this one, I'm gonna bring this back in. With that stamp set, you have the telephone wire or the electrical wire. And for that, I'm using gray granite. I didn't want to use black. I didn't want it that dark. So I'm just going to ink up the gray granite. And I'm just going to turn my card around here. And I'm just going to bring it in. And the size was just perfect for that shape of the card, or that size of the card. The middle one, I'm going to do, well, let's do it at a little bit more of an angle. Okay. And then the third one, I brought down a little bit. Just like that. You're not going to see the whole Christmas bulb on that, but it's okay. So then you have the bold stamp with nothing on it. All right. So with that, I took Balmy Blue. And I just inked it up and just kind of dangled those wherever they fall. And this one's going to go over here. That one didn't come out. Oh, let me just go right back over that one. There we go. Okay. And then I took, gotta clean this off. And I forgot to wet my chamois, so I'll use the Stampin' Scrub. I wet that earlier. And I'm going to take the red. The Stamparatus would be perfect for this if you were making a lot of these. And again, remember, I don't have enough room, but it doesn't really matter. You can still use it like that. You see these cut off too. But I actually wanted it that way. It wasn't a mistake. I actually did it that way on purpose. And then I'm gonna go in and grab my yellow. Okay. And I'm just gonna stamp that there. Now, they're not exactly on the lines, but they don't have to be because I'm going to stamp again. Oh, he didn't get inked up there? Okay. The little electrical outlet has to go on that, which is right here. And again, I'm going to bring in my gray granite because I didn't want black. It was too bold. You know what I mean? I guess that's the word for it. Okay. And I'm just going to put that right on top of there. Right on top of there. Right on top of there. And then do the same thing for these. And Christmas lights are never straight, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay. Then for the middle one, again, I'm going to bring in the Merry and Bright. And I'm going to keep them in the same colors. And I'm going to grab my other piece of scrap cardstock here. Do Merry. There's my Bright. And again, these are just scrap pieces that I have a bin that I keep all my scrap pieces in. I have one that is white and off and vanilla, and then I have another one with all the different colors. I don't sort them by color. I know a lot of people do. I don't. Okay, so now this one I'm going to cut this way. there's another one I was going to fussy cut. I'll use it for something. So I'm going to go in and bring this in. Again, stamp that. I mean, punch that. Oop, he was a little crooked, but we don't mind. Like I always say, if I had to be perfect at this, I wouldn't be doing it. Oh, I used the wrong one, didn't I? Where's my and sign? There's Merry and Bright. There's the plain one. Okay. Where did he go? I'm always losing something. He's right in front of me. Jesus. Okay. Do that one again. Anybody else have that problem when you're crafting? If you saw the sides of this desk, you'd know why I can't find anything. Okay. I clean it and then I start working again and it's all over. Okay, so there's my 3 and I think I already have enough of these cut out. Yep. There's 1, there's 2. Let's see if I have the 3rd one. Yep, there's the 3rd one. Okay, so this time I'm going to use my detailed glue. It doesn't matter which one you use. It really doesn't. They both work good. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring that in. Put it down. The only thing you want to remember about the detailed glue, and I've done this before, is close it up when you're done, or even in between, because it dries very quick. And then you have to finagle this guy. I run them under hot water, and I can get them back open, but it dries very, very quick. And hence, that's why I'm closing it up right now. Take a few seconds. I know sometimes it's hard to see and get it in there, but take a few seconds and close it up. Okay. Now again, with this I'm going to do the same thing. When I flip these over, I'm going to get my mini glue dots. Now because you're not going to see the back side of this, where the other card you would see the back. I'm going to put dimensionals on the bottom of it too, or somewhere thereabouts. That one decided he was going in the middle. Okay, we're not going to argue with you. We'll leave you in the middle. There. Okay, and I think I'm just going to flick these off here. Let's see, I want my Mary first. And I'll bring all the cards back in when we're done, and also do the giveaway from everybody that shared my video on Friday or left a comment. And since we're doing Christmas and reds and things like that, what I'm giving away tonight to one lucky winner is some red rhinestones. You can never have enough rhinestones. And right now you can never have enough red ones. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. These things are super sticky, which is a good thing. You don't want your card falling apart in the mail. Okay, get that there. Merry and Bright, there you go. And of course, I love my Winkostella, so I'm just gonna go in and put some Winkostella. Now, I like to do all the same color at one time because sometimes it does bleed a little bit. I will tell you that. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the blue. I think I need more Winkostella, as a matter of fact. I like to keep extras here. Okay. And then we'll go in and do the green one. Yeah, the green one does bleed a little bit, so you don't want to go over the words. We'll do the red. So if you notice, I'm just doing it on the top here because I don't want the red to bleed. And it just gives it a nice little shimmer there. Okay. Yes, I know. I love the Winkostella too. So then I'm going to bring my card back in. And I like just having some ribbon behind it. If you see, I have the ribbon there. So I'm going to bring in our satin ribbon. And this is the way I did it. I leave a little extra out there because I can cut it afterwards. And it doesn't have to be perfect where I'm putting it. So all I'm doing is putting a little snail up here to keep it in place. A little snail here so I can wrap it. I want a little of the ribbon peeking out. And then the same thing down here. I'm going to put a little bit here. You just don't want to go further than your white cardstock. And ribbon is forgiving, so if it goes off to the sides, you don't mind, because when you put it in an envelope, it's going to be able to fold, or, you know, it's not going to be hard, so you can get it in an envelope. And I'm just going to cut that off. Just leave that for a second. And then I'm just going to go in and put that back down. Now you can also put dimensionals on that and have that puffed up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead, put that down. And this is when I trim off my edges. I always do it at an angle. But you know, when you put it in an envelope, I kind of like the ribbon hanging off a little bit. But you can still get it in the envelope. And then bring in my saying, which of course, again, oh, this one I think, yep, nope, it did the same one. So let me do that in red. And then just to be a little different, because we like Christmas colors, I'm going to put this in green. Go ahead and do that. And let's see if I have one more. Do I have one more in here? Otherwise, I'll pop another one out. And those are all white. This might be, nope, that's, see, I'm saving all these. I don't know what for. Okay, I'm not going to sit there and look for that. Let me just bring this back in and punch another one out. Do it the right way. There we go. Okay. And grab me a dimensional. I'll put the dimensional on here. This one I'm going to have to cut, because even the mini dimensional it's too big for this guy. I like this tool because it keeps things off my fingers, but it also sticks on everything. Okay, so I'm just going to put him on there. Grab that piece off. And then I'll trim that little piece. A lot of times if there's a little piece like that, just take your pick tool and squish it in there. Okay. Just put that right in there. And just go ahead when you get it on the paper, just push it in, push it down, and you hit it. So nobody has to see that. Go ahead and snail this down. I know I use a lot of snail. But I don't want my card falling apart. And there you have a cute card. Another cute card. And again, look at all these little pieces I got. What I do with these pieces is when I'm done, like tonight, all these little pieces, I will put them in this case so that they stay with the stamp set that I'm using. Because maybe I want to make a quick card and I don't have time to punch everything out. Well, I've got plenty of little pieces here. So again, I'm going to bring in all the cards. I'm going to show you again. I'll close those up later. Okay, so those were the two cards that the card I just did. Then we had, well, now we have 3 of these. My favorite one. I love the one with, I know I'm going to be doing a lot more with this, with the window sheets. And if you notice, this one I had put some rhinestones on it. So these you could put some rhinestones on there too. But there's cute, quick cards. And then some other ideas, in case you missed them. And let's do the Christmas ones. And then, of course, Rudolph. He's so cute. And you can't tell that's pink. I like this one, though. I like both of them. I can't make up my mind. Okay, let's bring in the tags. And the little 4x4 card with the little penguin. Oh, he got a little goober on him there. And this is the pool party baker's twine. Okay. Can everybody see those? Maybe I had them up too far. And, of course, the embossing paste. And then the Thanksgiving card with the corrugated embossing folder. And the little shaker card for Happy Easter. And the Happy Easter came from the You're Inspiring stamp set. Just so you know. Okay, and that one opens this way. I didn't put a saying in there yet. And those are our subtle sequins. So I hope you like the cards. Now again, for this, if you missed it, I will put it on the finished video when I upload it. But again, it was 9 1/4 by 4 1/4, scored at either 2 and then flip it and do 2 inches, or you can just say, or just do it at 2 and 7 1/4. That's where you're going to score them to go over that way. So I hope you like the cards. Let me flip the camera up. I hope you enjoyed those cards. I really had a lot of fun making them. I wanted to do a Halloween one, but I might do that and just pop on here later in the week. Thinking about doing something like, well, I'll keep it a secret until I see us all again. So I hope you enjoyed the cards. Now the next thing we're going to do is just get my finger in some ink. I'm going to pull the name on my computer of everybody that left comments and shared my video. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So let me do that. Let me get my laptop here and see what... No, we had a lot of comments. And thank you so much. So, all right. Number 15. Number 15. Bridget Wells Clump. Bridget Clump. So, Bridget, if you're not on tonight, I didn't see everybody that was on, so if you're not on, I will get in touch with you. You won the red rhinestones. Yay! So, thank you all for watching. Now, for Friday, don't forget, I'll be back Friday morning, Facebook Friday. Grab your coffee, come on back, and I'll be pulling a door prize from everybody that shared the video and left comments. And I already know what I'm giving away because it's the end of the, what is it, the Deck the Halls, the designer series paper that we had this month. So I do have a free giveaway for that designer series paper, which ends today, which you could get free. But I'm going to give it away on Friday morning to all of you who left a comment. Don't forget to stop back tomorrow night around 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Let's just say 7 o'clock. I keep saying around. 7 o'clock, I'm going to jump on and I'm going to pull a name from everybody that ordered that helped me get to Greece. And again, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday evening. I hope you have a wonderful week. And I will see you, if not tomorrow, I will see you back here Friday morning with your coffee. Bye. Happy stamping.